This is the parking lot of like building 3, wrapped all the way around. Good stuff. And then over there, it's like, I guess like an office suite or something. It's got the security offices and all that good stuff. But yeah, there's Full Sail Live. Building 3 basically wraps around the whole place. It's just another cool shot of what's up. I just got out of class. We ended a bit early, so it was good stuff. Anyway, yeah, I'll see you back at the house. Alright, I found something cool. Check this out. Grip truck. That's awesome. I think that's pretty sweet. Okay, I'll see you at the house for real. Hey, what's up? Yeah, the footage I got earlier was, you know, of the outside of Building 3. And then I walked around the side to the back lot, and they had a grip truck out in the back, which basically, I guess, carries their camera equipment and whatever props and stuff. I guess I thought it looked cool. I've never seen a truck like that before, so I thought I'd get it on camera. You know, it looked pretty cool. And you know, it's really awesome when you have like this truck with your school's like name and logo and stuff. It's very uplifting. You know that your school's for real, you know, doing business and stuff. But yeah, that was that. And I know I said that I was going to get footage of the classroom, but like my instructor scares me with the whole getting like recording in the classroom. And I mean, I know it's not like I would be recording her teaching, but still, it freaks me out to bring out a camera inside the classroom, because she mentioned once again today, you know, you can do audio recordings, but I better not end up on YouTube, or else we're gonna have problems. And I'm like, you know, so I got a little scared out of it. So I might see what I can do, see if I can just get her permission to get, you know, a view of the inside of it. That way I don't get in trouble, you know, and I can still, you know, just show what it's all about. Because it's really nice. I think it's freezing in there. The one thing about the classrooms is that it's always really cold. And lately I've just been wearing like the flip flops, you know, the flippy floppies with the t-shirt and shorts. And so by the second half of the lecture, I'm always usually freezing. I need to start bringing you know, a sweatshirt or jacket or something. And snacks too. She said that we're not supposed to bring snacks into the classroom. Like, we can bring water, and we're not supposed to bring soda or anything. And so I haven't brought snacks or anything, because, you know, we're not supposed to do that. She asked us not to. But then there's still people that are like munching on sandwiches and stuff, and I'm like, yo, what's going on, you know? So I might just bring like a small bag of some like peanuts, or maybe like an apple or something to eat during break. Because today, you know, we were like maybe halfway through the first half of the lecture, and I'd gotten up, I'd eaten breakfast, I had lunch. But I guess it still wasn't enough to get me through to dinner, because like my stomach was like mad talking to me. It was making lots more noise than usual, and it was like, it's a quiet classroom, you know, because Rain's up there talking and everyone's quiet, and I'm just sitting here, my stomach's going off telling me it's hungry, and I'm looking around hoping no one's like staring at me, because my stomach's making hungry noises or whatever. But it stopped after a while. Finally, the awkwardness ceased, so it was you know, it was okay. I was still hungry, but you know, I'd rather like be really feeling hungry than having the noises, because I can deal with the being hungry for a little while, you know. And basically, yeah, we talked about chapters 2 and 4 today in class. We covered that. We got out early again. We got out about, I'd say, maybe 4:30, 4:45-ish. So a little bit before schedule, which is always nice, you know, because we're just blowing through this stuff. It's real quick. And, you know, like, and I'm not judging anybody on this, because I'm sure that like a lot of people are handling their business and they're getting their studying done. But like, I took a second, like I finished writing whatever notes, and I took a second, just looked around at everybody in the classroom, you know, and there's only a handful of people taking notes, you know. Like, the people in my immediate vicinity that were sitting around me, none of them were taking notes. And like, you know, there's people on Facebook, and it's just, and texting on the phone. And I mean, I don't do that. I put the phone on silent. I keep it in the bag. I don't even take notes on the computer, so I'm not tempted. And I mean, I take notes on the iPad now. I figured out that pencil and paper doesn't work for me that well. And I've got the iPad registered on the school system's like Wi-Fi, but I don't have it selected. So if the MacBook Pro is turned off, then I have no way of connecting at all. So I kept the computer off today, except for the half-hour break in the middle. I listened to some music and checked the email and whatnot, checked the YouTube, see what was up. But yeah, I can't get on the internet with this thing, so I'm not tempted at all, And it's just great to take notes. I can take unlimited notes, no papers involved, being green. And I took a lot of notes today. I hope this will show up. I don't know if you can see it. See if it'll go. Does that work? So yeah, basically, this is the top of the page, and we keep going down and down and down and down until finally we hit the bottom of notes. And so, I mean, and that's a lot of stuff. And mind you, I've already highlighted stuff in the textbook. I've written sticky notes in the textbook from reading it yesterday. And so this is like the same stuff, but it's reinforcing it, And I feel like that's definitely the way to go for me, is to read the stuff beforehand, and then like if questions arise during the reading, then it'll probably get answered in the lecture, and if not, then obviously I'm in class, I can ask. So that's kind of the strategy I'm going at right now, because I've never been in schooling that's this quick and has this much information, It's very high paced, but it's really a lot of fun. The challenge is good. I'm loving it so far. And tomorrow, she said there's no homework for tonight until Saturday. There's no homework for Saturday, I should say. Because Saturday we get in our groups for the group project, and we're going to have class time to work on that and start planning. And basically the group project is we have to pick anything from the textbook, any one thing from the BS textbook, because that's what it is, behavioral science, BS. So yeah, we have to pick one topic from the textbook and figure out how, like, come up with the skit to teach it, or we can do a formal presentation, but obviously, who's going to do that? The skit's way more fun. And then, yeah, I've already downloaded all the PDF files, and it's like PowerPoint, but it's a PDF thing, and I was actually able to put them on the iPad, so I can take the note slides that I'm taking notes on here too. So I've got the information hookup here. I've got it all. It's ready to go. Because basically the slides, they tell you what you need to know for the test. The textbook tells you the in-depth stuff of everything, so you really understand it. And then the notes you take in class are basically, it's like putting two and two together. You have the stuff from the textbook, and you have what you need to know from the test, and then the notes that you take in class kind of mold the two together. So I'm going with this thing. It's pretty sweet so far. And anyway, yeah, so the next two chapters that I believe we're covering, because I downloaded the slides for them, is 7 and 8, and I think I'm just going to blow through those tomorrow, just because, why not, you know what I mean? Why not get ahead of the game? Make things a little bit easier, because midterm is Thursday, and it's on chapters 1, 2, 4, 7, and 8, from what I understand, so, and that's like half the book. And you got to remember that, and I'll try to do a screen recording tomorrow or something, because I don't have, besides from the reading, I don't have anything to do, so I might spend some time doing some editing and whatnot, for you, so you can understand how big an actual page of the textbook is, because it's not like your traditional physical textbook where it's like, you know, a portrait style thing. It's a landscape page that takes up, like, even at, if I were to, basically I have it zoomed in at like 95%, and it takes up like the whole screen on the computer, and it's like, you know, size 12 font, so it's a lot of stuff. They have pictures and diagrams, and not every page is completely full, but you gotta understand that it's a lot of stuff on one single page. But at the same time, you know that you're getting what you're paying for. You're really getting the education. You're getting the information, and they make sure you understand how, like we talked today a lot about making sure we know how we learn, what our learning style is and stuff. So it's rocking on. I'm pretty hyped for today in this class, and the 19, 20 months down the road, or to go, I should say. So I know it's gonna get harder once we get to the double class per month, but I'm gonna be looking forward to it. I'm rocking it so far. So yeah, I'm feeling good. I guess not too much to say because really I covered all the basic stuff in yesterday's video. It was just a bunch of notes today and talking about all the stuff. But yeah, it just surprises me how many people don't take notes. And like I said, I'm not judging. They might be the auditory learners or the visual learners where they just get to look at the slide and then they remember it. But you'd think that you'd take notes on at least what to remember for the test, because those are on the slides too. Gosh, I don't know. But I mean, people are going to do what they're going to do, whatever works best for them, It's just I've never been able to do that, so I suppose it's difficult for me to comprehend not having to like actually take notes in class and be able to look over them, at least a reminder. But at the same time, I'm not as hardcore as the people that get out GarageBand and do the audio recording. Like I couldn't do that. I wouldn't be able to sit there and listen to the whole thing over again. But I do like to take notes. It's nice to look back on. And having the electronic notes kind of stuff, way better than pencil and paper. It's way faster. It's eco-friendly or whatever. And I can email my notes to myself and then open them up in a Word document, no problem. It's I can just transfer it to the computer. It's sweet. And like I said, I don't like taking notes on the computer because it's just too tempting of a distraction just to hop on the internet and get on YouTube or Google or whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap the video up real quick tonight because sometimes I have a lot to say and sometimes I don't. And today I really don't. I'm surprised I'm able to keep them all over 10 minutes. That's the goal. No longer than 20 because then I'm sure I'm losing someone's attention. Which, again, the goal of these videos is to help people figure out if this school is for them. That's my primary focus. So anyway, yeah, I still haven't edited in the camera footage that you've already seen, so I'm going to go ahead and cut the video, edit the stuff in so you can see it before this, and then I'll get the video uploaded because it's late, and I guess I should go to bed. I don't have anything to do tomorrow except for read. So anyway, yeah, I'll get back to you tomorrow on what I'm going to check out in the textbook. I hope you're enjoying the vids. It's always a pleasure to get a couple views. It's nice. So have a good day or night whenever you're watching, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Oh, and today was Thursday, August 4th. So good stuff. Yeah, I'll see you later.